Hello, hello. Welcome back to another day of card pulling. I'm going to just ask a very specific question for guidance for us today, and we're going to see what is in store. These are intuitively led oracle readings, very simple. I typically pull one card and then I'll pull 3 additional cards to help validate what that means, what the theme is. So that first card is the theme of today's message, and then the additional 3 cards are just validating components of that overall theme. And I just do like a really gentle shuffle until I feel an intuitive stop, and then I'll pull directly from the top before I give the reading. So let's tune in today. Today's question, I'm going to focus on the month of April, which is coming up. There's a lot of energetic movements happening at that time, and so I just want, instead of an overall message today, I want to focus on the month of April 2025. What should we consider? Should we be making moves? Should we be pulling back in a period of restfulness? Should we be really creative? Should we be more connected in community? That is what we're tapping into. So let's get professionally, right? This is professional, career, business, things like that. This is what we're talking about here. Okay. Month of April. What is our theme? What should we know? Okay, I did have 2 cards jump out, and I do this very slowly, so that doesn't happen very often. But I had 2 cards jump out at the same time, so I'm just gonna pull the theme and the last clarifying card. That's what I feel led to do. Right. Okay. Feel good about this. Awesome. You know, what I'm really excited to see today is that I didn't get the same couple of cards that I've been getting the last few readings, because those themes and those clarifying validators have been coming through really strongly. But as a reminder, today I'm not pulling on an overall energetic theme or spiritual theme. I'm pulling on the month of April specifically. So here's what we have. The theme that came out was sow, which we have gotten this card already before, but again, this is a pretty massive oracle deck, and there are things from gardening tools to seasons to natural life cycles, so I never consider anything a coincidence, right? When it shows up, it's the right message. Today's theme going into the month of April 2025 is all about sowing and planning, so that's exciting to hear. The clarifying cards that I have for this are earthworm, buds, and leaves. What I love about this message, it's a very beautiful message that we are going to be going into a season of sowing. And when you sow things, when you nurture it the right way and you tend to it the right way, you can yield an amazing yield from it, crop, right? So we're talking gardening, but in the world of career and business, you're going to be looking forward to a lot of clarity in the month of April. That's what the earthworm, it's rumination, it's clarifying. Earthworms are known for assisting in the breakdown of things, which is really great. We're going to be moving into new beginnings, so expanding what we're sowing, and that is the process of sowing. We're expanding crops, we're expanding our abundance. And for the month of April, renewal, revival, and progress. So what I love so much about this if you put them together. It's a very clear reading for me. Just intuitively, I feel this. The month of April, look forward to beginning to plan and sow those seeds of expansion for yourself, which is great news because that means that from a professional or a career perspective, or a business perspective, that you're going into a really great season to start planting those seeds, to start identifying milestones and working toward those milestones. Maybe this is a great time for you to pursue different partnerships. This is a very fertile period for you, season for you to begin planning and planting those. And in doing that, you're going to have a lot of clarity. You're going to be clarifying your purpose, clarifying what you're doing. You're going to be just really digesting everything that's happening and coming into play for you. You're going to be expanding. So this is great. This is all for expansion. This is all for abundance and growth. And not all of these readings are going to be like hunky-dory, super positive and high. But this is a really beautiful reading, knowing that you're stepping into a season of growth and expansion for yourself if you plant your seeds and tend to it, right? And then again, leaves. So this is all about progress and continuing forward and abundance, renewal, right? So a good sign of seasons changing is when you look at the leaves, right? They're growing, they're changing colors, they're becoming more abundant during this time of year in the spring. And then in the fall and winter, they begin to die and fall off. So leaves are a really, really great indicator of just renewal or seasons changing or progress happening. And you can take that into your life as well. A huge message that I am getting through this reading is to not be afraid to move beyond the planning stage. Farmers, for example, are not planting crops or seeds to then leave them alone and never tend to them again. The idea here is moving into April, you should really be getting ready to start planting some of those bigger seeds and looking forward to the crop that you desire from your life when it comes to your career, professional life, and business. This is telling me that you've done the work. You've laid the foundation. Your soil is good. It's ready. So stop hesitating. Plant those seeds. Identify what those seeds are for you. Is it partnership? Is it, participating at events? Is it taking a new risk? Is it expanding your line, your product, your services? Is it maybe getting into more marketing? Like, what is it for you that is going to be a signal of expansion for your business? Your soil is ready. Plant the seeds. Be ready to have a clarifying season in April where things are just really becoming more clear for you, becoming more identified. You're saying no to the right things and yes to the right things so that you don't feel overwhelmed and overworked. You just feel completely in alignment. Get ready for expansion, and then ultimately enjoy the process of just renewing and refining what you are doing and what you're building. You will have progress as long as you keep on the path and don't get distracted by other crops around you. Focus on your crops that you are planting and tending to. And if you think about it that way, it makes it very easy. I tend to get a little squirrel-brained when it comes to business and ideas because all of us are co-creators, especially if you're here on this channel or you're watching this video. It's likely that you're also co-creating things. And so it is easy for us to ideate and create different and new concepts to try to bring to life. And what that can do is it can distract us very easily because we always feel like we're doing something good, but we never quite follow through or finish. So my encouragement to you is to identify the crops that you want, plant those seeds because your soil is ready for your business, career, professional life, what have you, and tend to your crops. Don't become distracted by other crops. Don't worry about cross-pollinating. Really focus on what you are growing and stick to that. And at the end of the growing season, you will be very satisfied with what you have created. I hope that this message brings you hope and what's the word I'm looking for? calmness, just hope and calmness around what you're doing. I hope it's brought you clarity today. I hope you feel enlightened and more empowered to pursue your path. And I just encourage you to really lean into this season coming up in April and beyond, and to get ready and to get excited for what it has in store for you. Don't be afraid of it. Get excited for all of the ways that your blessings and your abundance will come back to you. If you love this reading, or if you love content like this, please stick around. Give me a follow, share, subscribe. It helps more than you know. And again, this channel is really focused on business, career, professional, marketing, things like that. So if you like a little bit of intuitive guidance or a little bit of spiritual guidance in that world, then I'm your girl. And I would love if you stick around, share this with somebody you know if they are in the same alignment. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you. I almost forgot to say, if you want a more in-depth reading to this, check out the description. I always do a little bit of channeling when I'm typing this out, so that I can go in depth on what these cards mean, and a little bit of what I was actually feeling through spirit when I was going through this message. So if you want to know more about this reading specifically today, just check out the description and you can see more.